Bud Johnson getting ready. A little extra motivation as he's facing his former team today. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. Johnson has the ball to start this one.
Yeah, and the mission's clear. Get ahead and get in rhythm. Put in work early in the count, and suddenly the whole mound feels a little bit bigger.
Wyatt Langford, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Nice grab. Fires to first, and they get the out. Smith, in his 9th season, batting second in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The 0-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss. Got him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Nothing doing for the Royals. They're down 1-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the second. So the Detroit Tigers putting together a terrific season so far, about a third of the way in. They came into the year looking like a team with a good shot at the postseason. We might need to upgrade that outlook.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is a team that's headed for October. They've put together a very nice season so far.
Of course, now they need to keep it up and make sure they don't waste what's been a great start. Now one missed.
Nope, that's low.
Late that time, and it's strike two. Close one, doesn't get the call. Full count now. Pitcher thought that was a strike. He's going to challenge. And it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges. One down. Here's the center fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
So that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. In the air to left center. Clark on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that quickly, two away.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Young
That one is upstairs. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike.
Nope, that's inside.
On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Joel Pozo steps in for the Royals. Johnson back at it after the leadoff hitter gets on.
Well, not how you want to start, but now it's about limiting the damage. You've got to bear down right here.
Johnson thought that was a strike, and here's the challenge. So the call stands. 1 challenge remaining for them now. This one in the air, center field. Clark in position, 1 away.
Batting 9th, the shortstop, Mauricio Dubon.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
In the air to left center, Clark moving under this one. He's got it. So the Royals batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Royals lead 1. They still trail 1-0. Johnson back on the mound to face the heart of the order, singing.
Yeah, and this is where you got to sharpen your focus, Boog. No freebies. Make quality pitches and trust your plan. Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That's the ball.
Johnson wants to challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. High fly ball, right field. Gets under it. And there's 1 down. Makes the catch for the 2nd out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Jenkins stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Down and close, rule the ball. And it's 2-1. Fought off foul. The 2-2. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. KC down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the inning, Heriberto Hernandez steps in for the Royals.
Ball. Ball.
Right now,
Outside.
behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Tap foul at the plate. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 1 up, 1 down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Hey!
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. That one at the knees for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Andy O'Toole. Out towards right center field. Clark on his way over. And there's 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Nope, that's off the plate.
There's a strike. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And the inning is over. Still back here at Kauffman Stadium, where we go bottom 6. Joel Pozo steps in for the Royals. Swing and a ball popped up. Torkelson under it. And there's 1 down.
No, that's a ball.
The Royals trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-0. Knee high, that's in for a strike. That one fouled off. 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good pitch. Expected 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one just misses.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at bat alive.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Struck him out without a swing. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Johnson back to work, third time through the lineup singing.
Yeah, and this is where pitchers make their money, Boo. You got to stay sharp and mix it up here.
Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one in the air, center field. And a quick out, number one.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman, number 6, Murakami.
The Tigers holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Rocchio under it. 2 up, 2 down. And now the right fielder, Walker Jenkins.
Yeah.
Comes up empty.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That one in the dirt. Ball one. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 8th. Heriberto Hernandez steps in for the Royals.
Ball.
Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. The Tigers trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Oh, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Got him! Rusty Valentine rings him up. So digging in, Michael Garcia, 1 for 2.
Ball. High. Right. Oh.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Out towards right center field. Clark on the move. And that will end the inning. right now. And on the mound, the closer, Randy Rodriguez.
Here's Houston.
So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Josh Smith. Rodriguez is just 1 strike away in the air right field. And that'll do it. The Tigers take game 1 of the series on the road. Johnson tossed 8 shutout frames and struck out 9 batters.
Yeah, Boog, I loved what he was doing out there on the mound in this one. And you know his team was fired up to see him dealing the way that he did, helping him get that win as well. Great game all the way around.
There's a screen. With the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. On the other, here's Orlando. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant. No question. Not satisfied. He continues to elevate his game year after year. And Carroll finishes with force inside. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball. And that makes the turnover hurt even more. What? In the throwdown is in? The highlight shows. Teamwork, that's how you have it. One guy sacrifices for the other. That's how you succeed in this league. That's winners uncovered. Pitches with the Albatross. Hornets trail by 12. There's McGrady.
Bud Johnson getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Detroit Tigers and the Washington Nationals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Harry Ford digging in for the Nationals.
The catcher, number 70, Harry Ford.
Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Foul ball there. That one almost got him.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you get up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Good job to fight that one off. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. Johnson back to work after the error.
Yeah, no use stewing on it, Boog. I mean, the best pitchers don't let stuff snowball. They go right at the next hitter with intent.
Off the plate.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Work at first, 1 gone. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. Comes a 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I don't know how this at bat will end, but I'll be sad when it does. So much fun watching this thing go back and forth.
That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Well, wore him down after an extended plate appearance. It ends with a knock.
At that point in at bat for a hitter, when you've seen that many pitches, you've gotten a look, you've fouled off pitches, so the confidence level is extremely high, and it seems like when you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top. The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Stays alive.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the second game of the series. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Digging in, Robert Hassel III. 2 on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Ball. That's a really good take.
Swing, and he popped it up. Rocchio settles under this one. That is the inning. Scoreless. Back in Washington, D.C. Bottom half of inning number 2. Santiago Espinal digging in for the Nationals.
The heater is clearly giving him trouble early on in this one. I want to see him ready to swing against that pitch just a little more often.
This to third. Anderson. On to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Ball.
Geloff matched a homer in his last game. Fastball for a strike. Geloff wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The 1-1. Now
Ball.
one missed. No score here in the second. Next pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 3. That one fouled off. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Keith whips it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop. There's the strike up high. 0-1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
This one in the air center field. Carter under it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here in Nationals Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ronnie Mauricio digging in for the Nationals.
Ha!
On the ground to 3rd. In time to Vaughn. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And that's
Ball 1.
outside. And that's ball 1.
That's up.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. He's 0 for 1. And that's
Ball,
off
no.
the inside edge. Ball 1. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very
Ball.
efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. So the call stands. Still one challenge left for them. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
Yeah.
That's in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Ball.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home.
he's
And
safe.
the runner scores from second. And it's a 1-run game.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now Tim Elko.
Hey.
1 run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the 3rd. Comes up empty. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Number 6, Robert Hassel III.
Well, these Nats doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the left arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Nationals, the designated hitter, Santiago Espinal.
There's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Johnson takes it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Nationals, the second base.
So digging in, Zach Geloff. He's been a great free agent sign. This one in the air. Anderson. And the inning is over. Nationals go quietly. They're down. Johnson back to work here in the middle innings, and he's been pretty efficient, Singy.
No doubt, Boog. Every quick out is gold right now. If he can get to the 7th under 100 pitches, that'd be huge.
Popped up, and that's a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Nationals, the third baseman, Robbie Mauricio.
This one in the air, right field. And there's one away. Johnson back at it, facing the top of the order again. Never an easy task, but he's handled himself well so far.
Yeah, I agree, but nothing's automatic here, Boog. One mistake could flip this whole thing.
Here's the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the air to left center. Carter in and to his right. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Nationals, the left fielder, number 29, Jay.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Carter moving under this one. And that'll do it. Nationals lead. Johnson back on the mound. The margin is slim, and the bats are big.
Yeah, this is a dangerous part of the lineup, Boog, but a little execution goes a long way.
Ball
Pitch
inside.
misses inside. Ball 1.
Ball, no.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. On the ground to the left. Rocchio zips it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That clips the corner. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Hassel in the box now. No balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Nothing doing for Washington, and they trail it here 2-1. Johnson back at it, working with a lead.
Yeah, the scoreboard favors him, so can't give this offense a reason to believe, Boog. It's about keeping momentum. Get ahead, stay ahead.
That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0.
You know, these Nationals finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
That's a ball.
Missed. Johnson will challenge that pitch, thinking it's a strike. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. That's in there. And that's strike one. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Marchand settles underneath it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there's one down. Now it's the shortstop. 1 for 2.
Ball.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Ball 2.
And that misses. They're now 3-1. There's a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at first, one away. Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Not the best location with the fastball.
Grant Taylor into the game.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect
Ronnie Mauricio now. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
1 strike away. Now a pop-up on the infield. Keith. And that'll do it. The Tigers take the first 2 games of this series on the road. Johnson worked into the 7th, struck out 7, and gave up just 1 earned run.
I liked what we saw from him in this start, Boo. He competed, didn't fall apart at the seams, and made sure his teammates could finish the job and get the win. Nice start.
from the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday.